Hi, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna be a little bit advanced in pulling data from SQL Server to Excel. As I promised that I'm gonna create a video for the data control through the Excel sheet. You will be the one who need to decide what data you need to pull and where it need to be displayed. So I created a very interesting invoice details. You can generate invoice through the Excel sheet and extracting data from the SQL Server. So in front of you, you can see the invoice details are there. I just created a basics template. In the template, a lot of details are available related to the invoices, and then the product, quantity, and unit price. Now, this little program, what it's gonna do, it will connect to the SQL Server, and then it will extract the data and display it on the required area, and then it will move next or back forward and can generate. So you can see down here I created few buttons. These buttons are gonna play around and will create a small invoice for you. So let me give a little or a small demo on this, and then we will move on. So refresh is nothing. It's just gonna refresh your data, where it will disconnect everything if it is connected, and then it refresh. And the moment I said refresh, it will activate the connection button, and this connection button will connect the data from the SQL Server. Once it is connected, it will allow us to move first, move next, and get invoice and clear record. So I'm gonna show you one by one. So it connected, move next, and for you I just pop up the account number so that we come to know that which account we are exactly. So we say okay and generate the invoice. The moment I said get invoice, you can see that every detail is printed in front of you at the appropriate location. Then I said move, and then it's showing the next account number, and then I'm saying generate. You can see that the records are changing. So I just created 2 or 3 records, and you can see that when the records are end of file, that means the last record, it disable the move next, so that there will be no movement, and invoices will be freeze and clear will be freeze, because there's no records in the database. So now the only thing is available is move first, because are in the last record. So now we can move to the first record, and then it highlighted or enabled the buttons which is required after that. So you can say this. So now it is the first record. Now you can move again and say next record. Now the clear is only clearing your printing, and then it can come back again. So that's how we are doing. And then refresh. Once you finish everything, you do refresh, it can disconnected everything and activate the connection. So it's a very small and basic program, but I think it's gonna be very useful. Those are on retail, those are creating invoices time to time, and so on. Now I wanted to show you the background, how it is working. Definitely we have the VBA in the back, and it is working for you. I'm going to show you the the sheets and is triggers. So see, this is the clear button, and then connection button, and then fresh button, and then move next and move previous means the first one, and the invoice generation. So these are the button already is created, and they are triggering the functions and procedures accordingly. So let's move to the first one, which is the connection. So when we say connect, what is going to happen? It come here and it call a function my main. So when you go my main, so what my main is doing, my main is doing the connection. So in my previous video, I show you how to generate the connections, how to generate the records, ADODB. Everything is there. You just need to go back and watch that video. So in this main, what I'm going to do is I am trying to connect the database, and then activating the sheet, which is manual pull, and then make sure that the connection has been established. For that, I put the message. So once it is done, that means the connection is established. Now move to the next stage. I'm sorry, I think if you go back to the video, you will see that I created the functions get connection and my records, and you can see here I am calling that functions to this main. So the first one is connection. So you can see the entire connection is working. And because I created a button enable and disable function, I will show you later on. So I'm calling that function so that the buttons will be enabled or disabled accordingly. Similarly, I called the my record set function, which is returning the record set, and then see it here, it's setting executing the commands, and then open the record set, and then it moved to the first record, and then it returning the my record set to this uh, variable. So the main function is just only opening connecting the database and opening the tables for us and records for us to use. Now when we say connect and it is running this one, it is running the up to here. That means it connected the database and it opened the records for us to run. So everything up to here is generated and created. Now next is moving. Records are moving, so we say move, and then you can see the records. I'm gonna show you the SQL Server as well. So this is 395. So 395, this is the record is going on. In my previous video I show you how I created the view, and I'm running this view. Three views are very easy. Once you create, you have multiple tables, multiple records, and huge SQL query. It is always recommended to create views, and views are gonna be easy. You can update, you can create, you can delete, whatever you want you can do through the view. So views, I created the view, and through the view I'm extracting this much of only records, just for the reason, for some to show this to the record. So we are on this record, and then I'm trying to generate the receipt, and you can see that the country is France, Frederick, and the quantity is 15. So everything should be Okay, quantity is 15 per unit 3.6 and the grand total is here. Again, we are moving to the next record and we are saying new. So it is going to the next record for 402. So 402 is this one, and then it is 1446. 1446. End of records and then finish. So we need to move to the first record. So how it is working, let's go back. So when I say move next, I could run a counter. Counter is only showing, I say counter is equal to counter press 1. It is only to know that the connections are already established. If the connections are not established and we say move, it will throw the error. In my next video, definitely I'm gonna show you a full-fledged, a complete training to trap the error, create the error, how to create the error functions and how to trap the errors. It is comprehensive video. I will recommend you to watch that video. It is very important, and for that you need to subscribe my channel. So go ahead and welcome back to my channel. So this is move next. So I'm counting that if it is greater than 0, that means the connection is established, and I'm saying my record set dot move next. So the records which I open, because they are the global, so every value is gonna work in throughout the module. So the record set dot open, dot move next, I said, and then I said call is a variable, integer variable is equal to 1. So I will let you know what is that. If I'm searching if end of record, then it says end of record, and then it reached to the button enable and disable function. What is that? I created button enable and disable function here, which is the case based. So in this function, I am asking two variable to pass. One is integer and second is string. So integer is saying that the connection is established. The call is the one call will be 1, and the button, which button has pressed, so we need to pass the button name. So once it passed, accordingly you can see the first one, the row I'm checking, that the row is 1, means that I need enable or disable. So if I say row 1, that means we want to enable everything, and then the row 2 is I haven't created, but you can take it to the next level and you can create a logic. So in my first, that I wanted to enable, and then I open the select statement where I'm using the buttons. Button is the string, remember, it's the name of the buttons, and I'm saying case 1 be fresh, case 2 be connection. So likewise it will reach when I say connect, and then I call within the connection, I call this, it will reach straight away here, and then it will enable and disable the buttons. And simply what I'm saying, that sheet 2 that this is the sheet 2 dot button name dot enable is equals to true or false. If it is true, means enable. If it is false, means disable. So likewise I created this function. I'm gonna copy and paste to my description section, and you just need to copy and use wherever you want. Come to the get invoice section, and the procedure I'm using. Let's go back. What is get invoice is? This is the invoice button, import data. So I'm using import data. This function I'm using to extract the records. Now this is the very important, how you are extracting the specific data from the SQL Server and putting it to the specific location in the Excel sheet. So first I'm checking the end of record. It should not be end of record, otherwise it throw the error. So what I'm saying is I want to copy the customer name here in this location. So what I'm saying is my WS is the workbook. You can see it here. I already declared in the globe general section. It's a global, and then I'm saying my WS dot cells dot 2 and 3 row and column. So the column is 3 and row is 2. 2 dot value is equals to my record dot field dot customer name. Similarly, I'm using the customer contact is this, and I'm saying that 3.3 means the third column, third row, customer contact name. And similarly, I'm using everything accordingly wherever I need it. So see how we are controlling and how we are printing. You can print whatever you want wherever you want. So the other thing I done is generating the invoice number. Invoice number is not coming from the database. It is the manual which I'm just printing to show in the invoice, and you can get the printout. So it is each time it will gonna be unique. See, it's gonna be unique. So if you say move next, you will see that the invoice number is gonna change. So every time invoice number will be changed. So how it's working? It is working like my cell. This is the cell invoice dash colon, and you may know about it that this is the variable. This is the variable which I am doing. Call is equal to plus what, so that whenever we are printing, it should basically I should do it static. When I say static, the column should be static. So whenever we press the button, it will plus plus plus. And so now what I'm doing this, I'm calling this column is here so that it will change this 1, 2, 3. It was not changing, but it should change now. So it will change 1, 2, 3 to make unique. And then I'm using the date. So in this way, I am creating unique invoice number. So INV1 date, INV2 date. So for that date, you may have number of invoices 1, 2, 3, 4. So you will come to know that date we have these number of invoices. So this is the way you can create unique invoices. I will let you know when I mean it's very simple because I didn't did the uh, I've never made this this static. That's why it was doing. So let's do it in this way so that we can get 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is the invoice generation, how you are picking the data from the SQL Server and putting it into this to the Excel. And the clear data, how you are clear your data. It's just simply cleaning and washing off the refresh. Oh, okay. Refresh. Okay. static, we cannot use it. We need to use somewhere. We can use somewhere here wherever we do it. So I will let you know how static is working. For example, static code is equals to 0. Say this. Sorry. As integer. So it's gonna work. Let me check. Refresh. Okay. Connect. Move next. Get invoice. So you can see 0. I hope it's gonna be changed. Oh, not changed. So there is something I need to change this. Okay. Refresh. Connect. Yes, now it is changing. See, it is changing accordingly. So you can change it and of record. So you can generate the unique invoice number like I did this. So each time it will do. The static is something when you change the number from 1 to 2, it will be static for the program. It's not gonna change. So whenever you click the button during the program, it will increase. It will not gonna say 0. So the clear function is simply move next, and I say generate invoice and clear. So see, it clear everything, and the clear function is only clearing the data from the sheet. Simple. And disconnecting everything from the database. So, and what about the refresh? The refresh button is simply disconnecting. If it is 1, if it is connected, it will disconnect, close everything, all the database, all the records, and then it will go back to the button enable and disable function. And here you can see the refresh, and it will disable everything excluded the connection. So whenever we are saying this, see, it is disable everything and connecting everything. So this is the entire program which I have created and generated for you. I hope this will help you a lot, and this is the useful, and now you know that how you can control the database, how you can control the database pulling the data into Excel sheet, and how you can generate invoices, generate any other sheets, whatever you needed for your work, for your home, for your business. Everywhere it's gonna work, and you can see how the buttons are working. If you wanted to know that how we created these buttons, always go back to my channel, and then my previous channel, export MS SQL data, and you will see everything over there I have created for you. In my next video, definitely I'm gonna come back to you with the exceptions, with the error handling exception. The full-fledged video will be there. You will control the exceptions, you will trap the the errors, you will control the error, and you will move how you will move next into the program without disconnected, without throwing any error. So it's gonna be a very interesting and very useful program. Please stay tuned and come back to this channel. And please, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe me to have more notification of my video whenever I'm loading. And I would love to hear your comments, and in this comment section, if you have any suggestion, I will be there to love to read you. So stay tuned and have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.